Hi everyone, it's Ann, Crafty Kimchi. Welcome back to my channel. I am back with a Creative Mojo Wholesale Studio project share and small tutorial. So I know all the rage with these garden party tassels, and I know that people have been crazy about ribbon crimp ends because you kind of need it for the tassel dangles. Anyways, I wanted to create a different way to incorporate ribbons and these crimp ends, and I love what I created. So I'm calling these the ribbon dangles, and I wanted to showcase all of the fun charms that Ariel has in her shop. I'll leave a link to her shop down below. Don't forget to use my code ANN10 to get a discount. And I love what I created, you guys. I'm gonna just do a short tutorial on how I created these, but I think it's a fun way to use your scraps. I had a bucket of ribbon scraps, and honestly, I think this is just kind of a fun way to use up those little itty bits of ribbons that you have and you don't know how to use in your projects. And this is a fun way to use both your charms, incorporate some of your sequins, and get rid of all the scraps that you have left over. So I'm gonna just kind of show you how to put this together. So you do need 2 crimp ends. You'll need 2 jump rings, which I have here, and a lobster clasp, a piece of ribbon, and I'll tell you how long this one is roughly. It's a little over 2 inches. You can make this as short as long as you want. Honestly, I just think that you get creative with it and pick a charm of your choice. So I did take, let me see if I have it here. I took these flatback jemmies that Ariel has in her store, and I put them in these cabochon bases, and I've done a tutorial on how I created these. Very simple and easy. You just get these cabochon bases from, you can get them from Ali, and I just created a charm with them. So I'm going to use one of these to be dangled on this ribbon dangle. So I'm going to pull my tools. You are going to need these nylon jaws, and these are what I use to close off the crimp ends. It doesn't give an indent when you do so because of this kind of like a plastic surface, so it's soft. And then I have 2 pliers here. So let's get started on this tutorial. I am going to just take 1 crimp end and just slip that onto the side. I'm gonna cut this a little bit. This little string is hanging out and it's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so just made a flat edge, and I'm just gonna slip this crimp end right over this. And I love this ribbon, and I forgot I had it, and now I get to use my scraps and then remember how pretty this is, because it does have a floral accent to it. I'm sorry, I gotta slip this in. It has a floral accent to it, so it makes it a really pretty dangle when you're hanging down. I'm just gonna cinch this ribbon crimp end. I'm just gonna do it on both sides just in case. I'm gonna cut that little tail that's sticking out. You don't have to do this with all ribbons, obviously, but look how pretty this is. I love these squiggles of a kind of like a rose, and then they pleated different ombre colors of ribbon in and out. So I thought this was a perfect ribbon to use. And then I'm going to take the other end and add the other crimp end to this ribbon. I'm just going to stick that in right there. Just make sure you push it all the way to the back of the crimp end. I'm going to hold that again, and then I am just going to squeeze this crimp end with the nylon jaw pliers. Okay, just like that. And there you go, you have the base. Now, if you want to trim the sides, you can, because, you know, you don't want any leftover hangovers. Not all ribbons do that, but I'm not crazy of the overlay of, or excess sticking out. See, all my ribbons kind of fit perfectly, except for this one, but I do love the little scallop details. So I would find, that's my preference, I like to make sure that it's aligned to the edges of the crimp end. So you can see the crimp ends are all sealed, so this ribbon isn't going anywhere. So now I'm gonna take my pliers and then start attaching my charms. These are my two favorite pliers. I'm just gonna take this little itty bitty jump ring and I'm gonna take this little cabochon here and then add this to this crimp end. Just like so. Oopsie, sorry, I went off camera. Sorry if you can hear the birds. I have my window open and I think there is a bird's nest nearby, so okay. All right, and I'm just gonna close off this jump ring. Okay. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bang that. Just like so. And you're gonna add that fun little detail, and then I'm gonna just do the other side. And I'm gonna pick a larger jump ring because I think I'm gonna struggle with putting this lobster clasp. So I'm gonna take this another jump ring and take my lobster clasp and attach my lobster clasp, and then take the other side and then seal this off. And then here you go. Here is my fun little ribbon dangle. Again, you can add sequins, jemmies, whatever you want to the ribbon. I think it just gives it a little fun accent piece. And then just hang it from a tag. I think it'll make a fun little accent piece if you just hung it from a tag or tag flip or anywhere. I mean, this is it's a different way to incorporate your ribbons and use up all of those little ribbon scraps that you find annoying or you can't seem to use in your projects. So that is it for my video. Today I will leave, again, the link down below. And if you have any questions or comments, leave me a comment down below. And thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.